What would happen if you trained like a pro footballer, but without any of the professional facilities? For the next 30 days, I'm using my brother's professional training routine to see just how good I can get in 1 month. In last week's video, I played a pickup game and got invited to trial for an amateur team that plays competitive games against teams with ex-academy and semi-pro ballers. Today is day 2 of the challenge and we have 6 days until the trial game, so let's get to it. This is the Road to Semi-Pro, episode 2. Today is rest day, starting off with our morning routine of foam rolling, stretching and ball mastery. With footballers playing more and more games every year, rest days are extremely essential in the recovery process. Day 3 is recovery day, starting off with an ice bath. I got a few bags of Tesco's finest ice and try not to think about my Mickey freezing off. Then we do upper body and core in the gym, so while our legs are resting, we're hitting chest, back and abs, looking to build that strength and stability that'll help us be more physical and dynamic on the pitch. Day 4 we play small-sided games, and when I tell you this was probably the funniest game of football I've ever played in, the absolute quality on display, this lovely bit of skill by myself, my watch falls off and as I go to pick it up, the seas part, and whenever a man's legs open like that, I don't need an invite. You can see by everyone's reactions that this was a violation of the highest order, and I definitely got the ball at the end. There was an issue with the footage, don't worry about it. There was also this 12-year-old little boy absolutely saucing on these grown men, even making this man sit down and rethink his life choices, maybe even take up a new sport. Apart from that, the general quality of play was outstanding from both sides. Some individual brilliance by myself, which I definitely meant every single bit of, and then the whereabouts to slot it near post. Another piece of skill using the wall and then passing it to the other team for a lovely own goal. As you can see, this man is on the white team and this man can't believe what's just happened. A few goals to put us in front and some nice link-up play with this lad in the Leinster jersey. I tried teeing him up a few times but he couldn't find the back of the net, and neither could I from this effort. What a save, and that's the game over. Day 5 is endurance day. It's the toughest day of the week by far, with leg day and playing 8-a-side. Starting with leg day before work in the morning, this workout focuses on being explosive and powerful, which is how the pros train. A lot of jumping and plyometric movements to increase your speed and power in game. I then played some 8-a-side after work. I'll start with the best clips and work to the worst. Nice easy goal there. A bit of skill here to get past my man, and I definitely should have passed it to this guy, but I took the shot. Get a bit lucky here. I cut in again, and this time I find the pass. He plays a nice pass across and this guy misses an absolute sitter. This man doesn't even bother following me, and then I play this guy in and he was actually a great finisher. He got us a few goals. Myself getting a goal too. Here I get the ball in our half and just turn on the jets. I play this guy in again with a through ball, but just too much sauce on it. And now we're into the bad clips. One thing I've learned from watching myself play the past few games is there's some obvious things I need to work on. As you can see, my final pass, I tend to rush and just put too much on it. I also love to dribble myself into danger, just take my man on when I should be either passing it off or taking a shot right after I beat the man. I also think my wing play, when I isolate someone out wide, I need to be a bit more dynamic and direct and just keep my head up. And finally, my shooting could use a lot of work. A bit more composure is probably the main thing there, and just getting better with my left foot. That's all for this game. Here's some extra bloopers and a cracking save by myself. Day 6 is low intensity day, doing wall training, testing our first touch and passing and trying to be consistent. We then do our beach body workout, which according to my brother, it's an optional workout for the players who essentially just want to get a pump and look big in their jerseys. It's not entirely performance based, but obviously will help your upper body strength, which will then help on the pitch. Today is prep day. It's the trial game tomorrow and I'm taking it pretty easy because it's been 2 days since leg day and we all know that's when it gets you. I'm going to do the morning routine and then just a short plyometric circuit, and the rest of the day just be eating right and getting fueled up for tomorrow. Today's the trial game. I really want this to go well for myself, but also so the video doesn't flop. In fact, if you guys can like the video right now so that the video doesn't flop regardless of how I play in the trial, hit that like button and subscribe. It's free of charge. I'm going to call my brother right now to ask for some last minute tips on how to stand out. Here we are, the trial game highlights. I'm playing on the left wing, as you can see. I'm going to show the highs and lows of the game, and there is definitely a bit of both, which you'll see. This was a good moment in the first half, beat my man and trying to thread a through ball to the other winger, but just a bit too much on it. Again, here I'm through on goal and I thought this was the moment, but the defender gives me a little tug, which I'm a big fan of off the pitch, but here it puts me off balance and I miss. My fullback rifles this one into me and I take my man on pretty easily. Try to do a 1-2 with my striker, but my pass isn't good enough. Then we went into half time and I definitely had a better second half. Little nutmeg there and then I lose the ball. Spectacular stuff. Similar situation here, I'm coming more inside to get the ball and drive at the defenders. It starts pissing rain, which adds that extra little bit of spice to the game. Here again, getting the ball out wide and skipping past my man, getting a little nutmeg and then laying it off to my teammate. This here was my best chance of the game so far. I rifle one off the post. Probably should have just placed it, but I was in the box, it was crowded and I just lashed at it. And from here on the chances started coming and I must have left the shooting boots at home, lads, because I absolutely fumbled some great chances just fluffing my lines. And you wouldn't believe what happened next. The camera battery dies right before I score the winner. I went over to the GoPro at the end of the game and I saw that it was off, so the first thing I thought was, I hope it at least caught the goal, but it didn't, so you just have to take my word for it. It wasn't even that great a goal. Like, I just got one-on-one with the goalkeeper and I just slotted it past into the side netting, but yeah, still pretty annoying. After the game, the gaffer said he'll let us know in a few days who made the squad and that those players will then play in another trial game next week to essentially decide what the starting 11 will be. I'm pretty confident that I've made it into the next trial, so hopefully that will be in the video next Sunday. So turn on your notifications so you don't miss that. And until next time, guys, take it easy and have a good one.